In a groundbreaking study published in the International Journal of Psychophysiology, participants who completed a 10-day Vipassana meditation retreat showed significant increases in their heart rate variability, a key marker of vagal tone and overall health. This wasn't just subjective improvement. Their bodies physically changed in measurable ways. The science is clear. Meditation isn't just a mental exercise. It's a physical intervention that strengthens the connection between your brain and body through the vagus nerve. In this video, I'll count down the 10 most significant benefits of meditation, explaining how each one relates to vagal tone and why this matters for your physical and mental well-being. Number 7 could be particularly important if you're dealing with chronic stress. The vagus nerve is your body's hidden reset button. Many people think meditation is just about sitting still and clearing your mind for a few peaceful moments. But there's actually a profound physiological mechanism at work when you meditate, one that creates lasting changes throughout your entire body. This mechanism centers around what might be the most important nerve you've never heard of, the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is the primary component of your parasympathetic nervous system, what we often call the rest and digest system. It's the longest cranial nerve in your body, running from the base of your brain all the way down through your neck, chest, and abdomen, connecting to nearly every major organ along the way. Think of it as a superhighway of communication between your brain and your body, constantly sending signals in both directions. In our modern world, most of us spend the majority of our time stuck in sympathetic dominance, that fight or flight state that evolves to help us survive immediate threats. Your heart races, your breathing quickens, your digestion slows, and your body diverts resources away from restoration and towards survival. This response is essential in truly dangerous situations, such as outrunning a tiger, but it was never meant to be activated all day, every day. Yet, between work stress, financial pressures, relationship challenges, and the constant ping of notifications, many of us rarely exit this state. It's like we're outrunning tigers all day long. This chronic sympathetic activation has profound consequences. Your vagus nerve regulates numerous bodily functions, including your heart rate, digestion, immune system, and even your vocal tone. It moderates inflammation, influences your gut microbiome, and helps regulate your emotional responses. When the vagus nerve isn't functioning optimally, these systems begin to falter, and our health begins to break down. Research has demonstrated that people with higher vagal tone, essentially the strength and responsiveness of the vagus nerve, recover from stressful situations and events more quickly and experience fewer stress-related health problems. A study from the University of North Carolina found that participants with higher vagal tone showed more positive emotions, stronger social connections, and better physical health compared with those with lower vagal tone. You might recognize signs of poor vagal tone in yourself: a constantly elevated heart rate even when at rest, shallow chest breathing rather than deep belly breathing, digestive issues like IBS or acid reflux, and feeling startled easily by sudden noises or movements. These aren't just random symptoms. They're connected through the functioning of this crucial nerve pathway. When you meditate, particularly focusing on slowing and deepening your breathing, you're actively stimulating your vagus nerve. This controlled breathing pattern sends signals to your brain that it's safe to relax, activating that parasympathetic system. As you continue to practice, this pathway becomes stronger, similar to how a muscle strengthens with repeated use. Neuroimaging studies have actually visualized these changes, showing increased activity in the brain regions that regulate the parasympathetic response after just 8 weeks of regular meditation practice. What makes improving vagal tone so powerful is that it affects virtually every system in your body simultaneously. Rather than taking different medications for anxiety, sleep problems, digestive issues, and inflammation, all of which might be stemming from the same underlying autonomic imbalance. Strengthening your vagus nerve addresses the root cause of all these various symptoms. This is why vagal tone is a hidden key to handling stress that most people overlook. It's not just about feeling calmer in the moment, it's about fundamentally changing how your body responds to stress on a physiological level. The beauty of this system is that, unlike many aspects of our physiology, we can consciously influence and strengthen it through practices like meditation. Each time you sit down to meditate, you're not just passing time in stillness. You're actively training or retraining your nervous system and one of the most important regulatory systems in your body. While strengthening your vagus nerve creates immediate benefits, the long-term transformation is where science reveals some truly remarkable things. Neuroscientists have documented that regular meditation practice physically alters the brain structure, enhancing cardiovascular function and gradually rewiring your nervous system's baseline of operation. The evidence supporting these changes isn't subjective or anecdotal. It's objectively quantifiable through advanced medical imaging and clinical measurements. Let me walk you through the top 10 science-backed benefits of meditation, counting down from number 10. What makes this list particularly compelling is that each benefit stems directly from the physiological changes we just discussed, the activation of your parasympathetic nervous system, and the strengthening of vagal tone. These aren't just separate effects, but interconnected results of the same underlying mechanism. There's a significant disconnect between the robust scientific evidence of meditation's benefits and public perception. Many people still dismiss meditation as a pseudoscience or a New Age fluff, despite decades of rigorous research at institutions like Harvard, Stanford, and UCLA. This perception gap means that many people miss out on one of the most accessible and effective tools for improving both physical and mental health. Benefit 10. Improved immune function. When you meditate, the vagal nerves trigger specific immune responses that strengthen your body's natural defenses. Research shows meditation reduces inflammatory markers in the bloodstream while simultaneously increasing natural killer cell activity, the specialized immune cells that identify and eliminate potentially harmful pathogens. This immune enhancement operates through the cholinergic anti-inflammatory pathway, a direct result of vagus nerve activation. Benefit 9. Enhanced cognitive performance. Neuroimaging studies have revealed something fascinating about long-term meditators. Their brains actually show increased gray matter density in regions associated with learning, memory, and emotional regulation. These structural changes in the brain aren't subtle. Researchers have documented greater density in the right anterior insula, left inferior temporal gyrus, right hippocampus, and right orbital frontal cortex. The prefrontal cortex, your brain's executive control center, also shows increased thickness, suggesting meditation literally builds brain tissue in areas critical for cognitive function. Benefit 8. Better sleep quality. If you've ever struggled with sleep issues, meditation might be more effective than you realize. By activating the parasympathetic nervous system before bed, meditation creates the physiological conditions necessary for restorative sleep. Studies show that regular practitioners fall asleep faster and experience fewer nighttime awakenings. This improvement occurs because meditation helps quiet the sympathetic arousal that often keeps us awake, allowing your body to naturally transition into deeper sleep states. Benefit 7. Reduced inflammation. Chronic inflammation underlies many modern diseases, from arthritis to heart disease to depression. The vagus nerve plays a crucial role in what scientists call the inflammatory reflex, your body's natural anti-inflammatory system. Meditation activates this pathway, reducing systemic inflammation without the side effects associated with anti-inflammatory medications. This reduction in inflammatory markers represents one of the most promising aspects of meditation for preventative health. Benefit 6. Improved heart health. Clinical trials provide compelling evidence that meditation substantially improves cardiovascular function. Regular practice lowers blood pressure, reduces resting heart rate, and significantly improves heart rate variability. HRV is particularly important as it indicates how effectively your autonomic nervous system responds to changing demands. People with higher heart rate variability show reduced heart disease risk, increased brain function, and more stable moods. These cardiovascular improvements directly correlate with strengthening vagal tone. As remarkable as these cardiovascular benefits are, they only hint at meditation's deepest impact. The truth is, you don't need hours of daily practice to experience transformative changes. Research consistently demonstrates that just 5 to 10 minutes of daily meditation over 8 weeks creates measurable shifts in your body's stress response system. This accessibility stands in stark contrast to the common misconception that meditation requires extensive time commitments to be effective. Let's look at the 5 most profound benefits of regular practice, the ones that literally rewire your nervous system from the inside out. Benefit 5. Improved emotional regulation. Meditation strengthens the neural highway between your prefrontal cortex and amygdala, essentially enhancing communications between your rational thinking brain and your emotional brain. This enhanced connection allows you to respond thoughtfully to situations rather than reacting impulsively. Neuroimaging studies reveal a fascinating process. As you practice meditation, activity decreases in stress-related brain regions while simultaneously increasing in areas associated with executive function. This rewiring helps explain why long-term meditators maintain such remarkable emotional balance even during challenging situations. Benefit 4. Reduced anxiety and depression. Many people don't realize that meditation offers a non-pharmacological alternative for managing specific mental health conditions. A groundbreaking study published in the Journal of American Medical Association's Internal Medicine demonstrated that mindfulness meditation was as effective as antidepressant medication in treating moderate anxiety. This finding represents a significant breakthrough for those seeking relief without medication side effects. The effectiveness stems from meditation's ability to regulate the autonomic nervous system, creating physiological conditions that naturally counteract anxiety's physical manifestations. Benefit 3. Enhanced resilience to stress. Regular meditators demonstrate an extraordinary ability to maintain parasympathetic activation even during challenging circumstances. Rather than being overwhelmed by the fight or flight response, their nervous system remains balanced. This resilience manifests as higher heart rate variability, a key indicator of adaptability under pressure. What makes this benefit particularly valuable is that it transfers beyond the meditation cushion to everyday life, supporting better cognitive performance during stressful situations at work, home, and in social settings. Benefit 2. Increased self-awareness. Meditation creates a crucial space between stimulus and response, a mental pause that allows for conscious choice rather than automatic reaction. This heightened awareness of thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations becomes the foundation for breaking reactive patterns. Rather than judging these internal experiences, meditation teaches us to observe them without attachment, breaking the cycle of reactivity. This benefit extends into improved interoception, that is, the awareness of internal bodily sensations, which further enhances autonomic regulation and vagal tone. And finally, benefit number 1, integration of mind and body. At its core, meditation restores the natural balance between the sympathetic and parasympathetic systems. This dynamic equilibrium represents the pinnacle of meditation's transformative potential. When these systems operate in harmony, your body maintains balance more effectively. The sympathetic system activates when needed for action, while the parasympathetic system efficiently returns you to a baseline of relaxation afterwards. This autonomic balance optimizes every bodily function from digestive to immune response to cognitive performance. Despite these profound benefits, a surprising reality exists. Most people who begin meditation quit before experiencing its full effects. High dropout rates stem from misconceptions about the practice, unrealistic expectations, or difficulty integrating it into busy lifestyles. This creates a significant and unfortunate gap between meditation's scientifically proven potential and what most practitioners actually experience. Addressing these barriers through guided sessions, community support, and education dramatically improves adherence and long-term benefits. After exploring the profound benefits of meditation, you can see that it's far more than just a relaxation technique. It's a physiological reset mechanism with cascading effects throughout your entire system. To begin incorporating this practice into your routine, start with just 5 minutes each day, focusing on your breath as you sit in a quiet, comfortable space. This simple act of mindful breathing stimulates your vagus nerve, promoting relaxation and reducing stress. As you become more comfortable, gradually extend your practice time. Remember that consistency trumps duration. Daily 5-minute sessions will transform your nervous system more effectively than occasional hour-long sessions. Your meditation cushion becomes the foundation upon which greater resilience, clarity, and well-being are built.